Good morning everyone. Today I'm going to explain you about salts. You know about acids and bases. In the last session I was explaining you the properties of acids and bases. Now today I'm going to explain you salts. Salts are the neutral substances which are formed by acidic and basic solutions. Like when acids react with the bases, a neutralization reaction takes place in the resultant with a salt and water. But again, depending on the pH, you know about the pH. pH is a measure of hydrogen ion concentration, or it also explains you whether the reagent or any chemical substance is acidic or basic or neutral. So pH scale is used in categorizing these salts into three different types. So salts are the neutral substances, and these salts are neutralized into three categories, like as I have written on the board. Here you can see acidic salts, basic salts and neutral salts. Today I am going to explain you how these salts are categorized into acidic, basic and neutral with the help of pH. And as I told just before, that salts are the compounds, or let me say salts are the substances which are formed when acidic solutions or acidic substances react with basic substances. Before going into the salts, here I have written a tabular form of acids and bases. First of all, we have to understand that there are two types of acids. Some acids are strong acids and some acids are weak acids. And the strongness and the weakness is depending upon the pH. That is the release of H plus ion concentration when they are undergoing certain dissociation or ionization. Now, coming to the strong acids, here I have written three examples for strong acids. They are hydrochloric acid, the formula HCl, sulfuric acid, the formula H2SO4, nitric acid, the formula HNO3. These three are the mineral acids, and these are very strong acids. They dissociate more number of H plus ions, and the pH is less than 7, almost 0 to 1. And coming to the weak acids, these weak acids also release H plus ions, but the number of H plus ion concentration is less, and definitely the pH is little bit more when compared to strong. Like weak acids, here I have written orthophosphoric acid H3PO4, and I took carbonic acid H2CO3. And here I have taken an organic acid. You can see this is acetic acid, or we also call it as ethanoic acid. And here I took an organic acid here. The remaining all are mineral acids. In the same way, I have written bases also. Bases, again, you have to remember certain examples, and these are again I made them into strong bases and weak bases, and I took very strong bases which are water soluble bases. The bases which I have written here are potassium hydroxide KOH, sodium hydroxide NaOH, and these two are categorized, or they are called as alkalis. Alkalis are strong bases or water soluble bases. You also can remember these alkalis as water soluble. That means these particular two bases are completely soluble in water. Then coming to weak bases, I took magnesium hydroxide, the formula is MgOH twice, and ammonium hydroxide NH4OH. And you know, like this is a reagent that is available in laboratories. And then I took cupric hydroxide, CuOH twice. These three are, let me say, weak bases. They are partially soluble in water. Now, coming to, so keep it in view the strength of acid and strength of base depending on the pH of the acid or the base that is used in the neutralization reaction. The acids are categorized into acidic, basic as well as neutral salts. Now I'll be explaining you certain examples how to know which radical is present in that salt, and how do we categorize that particular salt into acidic, basic or neutral. here coming to acidic salt, I'm taking an example, namely ammonium chloride. The formula of ammonium chloride is NH4Cl. So here I'm writing ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. And looking at the formula, we have to find out, we have to categorize the acid as well as base. We have to first write down which acid is present in that salt and which base is present in that salt. So here I'm just writing here. You can understand that there is a chloride anion. If chloride anion is present, definitely the acid that is used in making this acidic salt is hydrogen chloride, that is hydrochloric acid. So I'm writing it as HCl. This is HCl. And then if you go with the cation that is present here is ammonium cation. Ammonium cation is obtained from a base, namely ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide formula is NH4OH. Here in this way, first of all, looking at the salt, we have to write down which acid is present, acidic radical is present, and which basic radical is present. That later you have to write down the strength of the acid. Definitely hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. Just I'm writing strong acid. And ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. So let us write it as weak base. Now it is very clear that when a salt is made up of a strong acid and a weak base, definitely that salt is an acidic salt. Because here the strength of the acid is very high and the strength of the base is low. So in that way, this ammonium chloride is categorized into acidic salt. And let us say the acidic and the basic radical. Acidic radical, acidic ion, or you can also call it as an anion. The acidic ion or anion is Cl minus, and the basic ion or basic radical is NH4 plus. So this is the information that is obtained by understanding which acid and which base is used in making that acidic salt. In the same way, if you go with the second type of salt, it is a basic salt. In this basic salt, here we'll be taking an example. Coming to the basic salt, I'm taking an example, sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate, the formula of sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. So here I'm writing sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Again, just like above, here first of all, you have to remember or you have to understand which acid is present in that and which base is present in that. So looking at the cation and anion, here there is carbonate anion. So when carbonate anion is present, definitely we have to understand that the acid that is used in making this salt is carbonic acid, H2CO3. That is carbonic acid and it is a weak acid. Then looking at the cation, sodium is the cation and sodium is obtained from a strong base, namely sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide formula is NaOH. So definitely I'll be writing it as a strong base. So looking at this, we can easily mention this particular sodium carbonate as a basic salt. And again, this basic salt is having two ions like cation and anion. Definitely the cation is sodium and anion is carbonate, or let me say acidic ion is carbonate, CO3 minus 2, and basic ion is sodium, Na plus. So remember, this is acidic ion and this is basic ion. So I hope everyone understood. Now the third category of salt here I'm going to explain you is neutral salt. So very easy example I'm going to take, that is common salt. You know about common salt. Common salt, the formula of common salt is sodium chloride, NaCl. The chemical name of common salt is sodium chloride. The formula is NaCl. So simply I'm writing NaCl. So just just like above, again I am telling you that here the anion and the cation you have to observe. As the anion is chlorine, the acid that is used is hydrochloric acid, again HCl, which I already told you that it is a strong acid. Then here sodium, as before I mentioned, this sodium is obtained from an alkali or a strong base called NaOH. So sodium hydroxide NaOH, definitely it is a strong base. In the third category, you can observe both acid as well as base. Both are strong in nature. When both are strong or either strong or weak, then the salt gets a pH of 7. When the pH is maintained at 7, we call it as a neutral salt. So the last one is called neutral salt. And again, here acidic ion and basic ion. Acidic ion is again Cl minus and basic ion is Na plus. So finally, I want to tell you again and another important thing. The categorizing, or let me say the classification of salts, can also be done with the help of pH. The acidic salts, the pH is always less than 7. And here basic salts, the pH is always greater than 7. And neutral salts, the pH, the parameter of hydrogen ion concentration or finding out whether the substance is acidic or basic, is done with this pH. pH is the potence of hydrogen ion concentration. And if this is a neutral salt, the pH is maintained at 7. I hope everyone understood. This is the way how we have to understand the nature of the salt. The salt may be acidic, may be basic or neutral. This is done by understanding the acidic radical or the basic radical and also finding out the pH of those reagents. Thank you very much.